All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Skip. I'm going to be helping you learn how to play guitar today. Now, there are a lot of things to cover, so we're not going to do everything. And this video is intended more for the absolute beginner. So if you're more advanced, you can wait for more videos in the future. But for this one, I want to talk about something very important, and that's transitioning from one chord to another. Now, it's one thing to learn the chords and being able to memorize them, but of many of the beginning guitar players I've taught in the past, many of them had a hard time being able to transition from one chord to another. So there's a technique that I've used with a number of them, which has helped them to get on track. This is going to take some time, it's going to take some practice, but I'm confident that you will be able to do well. So here's what I want. We're going to start with our C chord, C major. So you take your high E, all right, high E right here. Then you take your first finger, press it down at the first fret of the second string, Then our third string, is open. Then we take our second finger or our middle finger, place it at the second fret of the fourth string, And then we take our third finger, place it at the third fret of the fifth string. So we have that. So we're going to give it a strum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to play in rhythm. All right, so we're going to start with whole notes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Oh, and by the way, with this chord, we don't really have to play that low E, so we're just going to keep it nice and neat. All right, so we don't have to play that one now. We can change it to half notes, which are to play every 2 beats instead of every 4. So it's going to sound like this. All right, now again, with that pick, we want to put it about a 45-degree angle so it glides off nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. All right, now, beyond that, we have quarter notes. We're going to play 1 every 1 beat like this. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. All right, now we're going to move on into transitioning from one chord to another. All right, and by the way, some of you might be wondering, well, does it go even faster than quarter notes? Well, we do have many faster notes, 8th notes, 16th notes, 32nd notes, so on and so forth. But we're just going to focus on going up to quarter notes today because we just want to learn the technique first rather than the speed. So that's going to come in the future. Now, if we go back to that C chord, and if we just change one finger, if we go from playing our third finger on the third fret of the fifth string, if we move that over, it's now playing second frets of the third string. Just by changing that one, now we have an open A string. We're going to go from a C to an A minor chord. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Then we work our way up. So now we're going to do half notes. 1, 2, here we go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, C2, C4, A minor to A minor 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and stop. All right, so what's happening is that as the notes get shorter, we have less of a window of time to get to the next chord, so we've got to do that accurately and carefully. All right, so I like using these chords to teach beginners because they're very similar to each other. There's only a minimal movement, but the chords are going to get more difficult as time goes on. All right, now quarter notes. Get ready for this one. All right, 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, change. 2, 3, 4, and stop. By the way, it can be kind of a bad habit for you to stick your thumb this far over the neck and everything or this far out, but just fair warning, I have big hands. All right, so for me, it's a little bit different. Now, one last thing we're going to do, we're going to go from C to G7. All right, for that one, it's almost like we're just turning our hands. Our fingers all stay on the same strings, but they stay on the same frets, but they move over one string. So first finger moves to the first string, second finger moves to the fifth, third finger moves to the sixth, and that gets you G7. All right, so 1, 2 whole notes. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2 half notes. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Quarter notes. Now, for those of you at home, all right, you don't have to play it quite as much as that. You can play whole notes for however long you need to before you're ready to move on to half notes. And from half notes, you can play as long as you want to before moving on to quarter notes. So play as quickly as you can. All right, well, I don't want to say as quickly as you can, but also play around with tempos. Play slower if you need to, and then when you get more comfortable, you start playing faster. So counting 1, 2, 3, 4, or you might space it up all the way to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But the thing is, we want to make sure we're in rhythm. Thank you so much for joining me today for this guitar lesson. I hope that you stay tuned and have a good time learning and exploring. Thank you.